the wind, I think, and all the clouds. Kind of the way it goes, though. Last couple times I've been out here, I had perfect service. Yeah, and then today it's like, yeah, nah, that's not giving very good cell service. So I can't live stream too well. Yeah, the guy over there, he had a couple bites this morning. No, I didn't see him land any while I was over there. He might have one while I was gone after I left, but yeah. And then I get over here and I threw out that I'm all chilling, and then I pick up my rod to check the maybe change out some bait, and wham, big girl on there. Big old 20-inch. I like them big girls. Fun to catch. And now we're live again. Yeah, I would. I would put double bait on one, worm on the other, and then on his tail so she can catch a fish. Huh, Bella? Huh, Bella the ball Bella? What's that? Well, you might get a ticket if you did that, so no, probably not. Ronald, Sam, what's going on? This is whatever you want it to be. Because quite frankly, in this day and age, everybody's calling AI and everything else. You know what? If you can't tell the difference between AI and real, I guess you can call it whatever you want. I know that I'm a real life person. I'm standing here fishing, doing my thing. So you're going to call it whatever you want. This is no BS fishing right here. This is real life. If I don't catch a fish, you guys see that. If I catch a fish, you see that. So take it however you want. What up, hurting for sturgeon? How's it going? We got one nice big girl today so far. What up, Mo Style? We got a Lucy already. A Lucy. Because Mo calls them Bruce and Lucy. Brucey and Lucy. I thought I had a bite there for a second, but I guess I must be imagining things. Thought I had my second bite of the day. Must just be tripping. Well, I'll give you a straight up answer. I'm sorry my camera is in the toilet, but that's just the way it is. What's that? Yeah, I got some cheese if you want some cheese. I don't have no cheese on right now, so you can use some cheese.
Yeah, let me try your cheese.
I
That's Andrew's fat.
I know Andrew's favorite. Go cheese. Release to the grease. What's going on? Yeah, this area, when it's good service, it's good service. When it's bad service at this reservoir. It's hit or miss. For sure, for sure. I'm glad you guys could join us. Oh, yeah. Bella's happy you guys joined us. Alex is happy you joined us. The fish are happy you guys joined us. Be fishing. Boy, that fish hurt my hand bad, though. Oh, man, that was painful trying to reel in that fish. What up, Blue Wolf? Don't see turds floating in the punch bowl. What up, Bo? Oh shoot. We got one. She hurt my hand like mad though. For real. She was a pain to reel in with these hands. A real pain to reel in with these hands. But the plus side is hopefully they're getting better every day. They're getting stronger. We're gonna be good to go. Oh, it hurts so bad to catch a fish these days. It really does, y'all. Even the small ones hurt my hands, which is crazy. It's just a time of life, you know. They'll get better though, and we'll start catching some fish, and they won't be hurting no more. Let's go. Ah. Can't find a good spot to put it. Lucy, did you have to explain the pain? Yep, blame it all on Lucy. She hurt the hands. For sure, for sure. Or in the Willamette. Yeah, you ain't gonna find no floating turds in the haystack, I don't think. And if you do, that'd be odd because there's no. I don't know. I don't see how we get in here unless somebody just like decided to drill a hole in the dock over there and use that for the restroom, I guess. The Willamette is turd central. Fishing. Oh, there goes lunch. My bad. I'm sorry, guys. Some. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I need to check that bait because it looked like I had a bite on it. I should check it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to heading over to Portland sometime this, hopefully spring, to fish with some folks over there. Go chase some sturgeon and stuff.
Hey, called me the other day.
Who that?
We were fishing with him over there one time. He said he's gonna go island fishing. Next month. John?
Hmm. Yeah. Unfortunately, they treat the water, supposedly clean the water, and then put it back in the water. But I don't know if I believe them all the time. Yeah, like I said, I want to get on I want to get on my kayak. You know, you guys be in your boat, I'll be in my kayak, man. That'd be fun, man. In case if I hook into one of those big ones, you know, yeah, I'll be able to save me from flopping in. That'd be fun. Drifting in turd water, nasty. Yeah, but that's gonna be fun getting over there to Portland fishing an area I've never fished before. Really. I mean, Portland area is just foreign to me because I don't know it enough. I've fished Portland. And I've fished two ponds in Portland. And that's it. And all I caught was one largemouth bass out of them. The Commonwealth was one of them, and I forget the name of the other body of water I fished over there. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting over there and chasing some fish with you guys, having a good time. But my hands still got to heal up because I mean, just reeling in that 2.5 pound trout I reeled in today hurt so bad, so bad. A 2.5 pound trout, it's not a small trout by any means, but still, that's hurt my hands pretty good.
Shall we start a fire? Oh, what happened to all the firewood?
I think Andrew Monday. I think. Well, he wasn't with me, but he was out there, so we fished here. I think it was Monday. Anyways, yeah. I can't recall if it was Monday. I think it was Monday.
Yeah, you did fish on Monday.
I'm gonna check that bait. I just feels like I got bumped on that bait earlier. I want to check it to make sure. Still got bait. No, bait's gone. It either came off when I was reeling it in, or I got bumped like I thought I did. One of the two. Let's see. Try some salmon egg. You got. I was using the. I used the corn earlier. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead and try this one. Boy, now that it's warmed up a little bit, the dough bait's a little more pliable. When it was cold, it was so hard. The dough bait got so hard. It just wasn't very pliable. Now it's all soft now that it's warmer. Yeah, that's just nasty. Just really nasty turds floating. uh, Corn might work better than paint. LOL. uh, all right. Dough bait going back out, y'all.
Okay, what flavor?
The salmon egg.
The thing is on the
Oh yeah, I get it pretty quick. Yeah, that's what I heard. Nothing worked yesterday. Anus didn't work yesterday, but the Posky fireworms worked today, so that's a plus. I think tomorrow I'm going to head to Ochiko. They just stocked it with like 4,000 keepers.
Really?
Yeah, not these big monsters, but you know, 8 to
Yeah,
14
yeah.
inches long.
I'd rather have those
Great big ones. So I'm thinking about heading over there tomorrow. Yeah,
What is tomorrow? Saturday?
yeah. You guys, I'm heading over to Prineville tomorrow. So if you guys thinking about going fishing, maybe you head over to Prineville Reservoir. Maybe we'll see you there. I just got done putting a bunch of keepers in there, keeper size trout in there. You getting a bite?
No.
Got Alex and Bella here. Got the fish finding pooch, the fish finder. Like that's what they call Bella. Anytime Bella's here, we're almost always 100% guaranteed to catch a fish. That's what I'm told, anyways. You've never been to Prineville Reservoir? It's a nice reservoir. I mean, it's got all kinds of species of fish in there. Got largemouth, small poppies, bluegills, trout, pike minnow, sucker. Yeah, I mean, it's just got a pretty good population of fish in there. And they just stocked it, I guess, with trout, from what I'm told. So I might go and try and get me a limit of trout tomorrow instead of fishing for these oversized ones. They say the smaller ones taste better than these oversized ones, anyways.
Yeah, I like the small ones better than big ones. Yeah, they taste a whole lot better. More tasty.
Almost went to Wingo Pass. Where's that at? I have no clue where that is. Come on, fish. There's 5,000 of you in there. We could at least catch 20 of you today. That's not asking too much.
20? You're not even allowed
I know, but we can catch and release 20 of them. Fishing with Ferg, what's going on? Good. Well, it's not quite afternoon here, but good afternoon where you're at. Yeah, it's only 11 a.m. here in cloudy, windy Central Oregon. We got one nice rainbow so far this morning. Did you ever get any rainbows yesterday, Ferg? I didn't get to catch the whole live stream. What's the best bait for trout, you guys? What's your guys' opinion on trout bait? What's the best trout bait you guys got out there? Yep, good old time zone. So my question to you guys, what's the best trout bait out there? Alex, the people want to know, what do you think is the best trout bait out there? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Leslie says power bait eggs. Yeah, power bait eggs work pretty good. I agree. They work pretty good. Yeah, those little garlicky eggs. Eh, or they don't have to be garlicky eggs because there's all different kinds. Oh, there's a bite. 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 Come on. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Maybe she didn't want it. Maybe she didn't want it.
What's that one on?
That's the fireworms, the Potsky fireworms. Yeah. Um, I have a ton of bait to try, so you don't have a clue on which one's the best, huh? He's gonna say fire, huh? Blue, what's your favorite trout bait, bud? What's your favorite trout bait? I want to know. YouTube wants to know what's Blue's favorite fishing bait or trout bait.
You ought to try some Pocololo.
Some Pocololo?
Pocololo. Mary Jane's.
Ah, yeah, I thought that's what you meant. I don't know if fish. I don't know if fish knows what Pocololo is. I don't think they know what that is.
Pocololo.
Pocololo. All right, we're gonna check that fireworm. We had that nibble on there. Nope, he's not on there. All right, since he's not on there, we're just gonna go ahead and let it sit there. Those fireworms, they're sturdy. They don't come off too easy, so it's still there. And waxworms, cool, right on. Night crawlers under a float. I know, one of my favorites. Classic bait for all kinds of fish is a night crawler underneath the worm. Catches tons of all kinds of fish. If my hands were better, I'd probably be throwing some of that too myself. It's just that with the worm and a bobber, you got to keep casting and reeling. So right now my hands just aren't in the casting and reeling kind of mood. I've never used waxed worms before, so I know they use them a lot for ice fishing. What other kind of fishing do they do with ice or wax worms other than ice fishing? Because really, I don't hardly ever see them use them for anything other than ice fishing, it seems like. Power bait, because they can't get off as fast. Oh, yeah? Power bait's a good bait, though. I agree. For whatever reason, it's nothing they would naturally eat. So it's like, what causes the fish to eat power bait? It's got to be the different scents and colors. Probably just catches their eyes. I'm guessing. I don't really know. But I'm telling you, it works. It works. When I first few times I tried power bait and didn't catch nothing, I gave up on it for like 20 years. And then I started fishing with it again, and then all of a sudden I started catching fish with it. I'm like, why didn't I use this before? Yeah, crickets work nicely. Yeah. I've never caught a trout off of a cricket though. But crickets work nice. So do grasshoppers. But I've never caught a trout off a grasshopper either. Gulp minnows are one of my favorite, all-time favorite trout baits too. Gulp minnow underneath the float, or just even bouncing it off the bottom with head works pretty good. So anytime you can imitate what they're naturally eating, like a minnow, that's always a good combination. Like worms, I'm like, how do the fish even know what a worm is? Do the worms come up out of the bottom of the lake and then stick their heads up, and then all of a sudden the fish see them and then decide, oh, that's good for us, so they eat them, and then we decide to throw a worm out there, and then all of a sudden they know what a worm is? How does that work? Because it's like worms just aren't naturally. I know they're in moist places, but I don't think they're naturally in water all the time. I don't know. I mean, it is what it is, I guess. Wind picked up again. Darn it. Yeah, good question. Anybody out there who knows why a worm works so good? Is it because they wiggle? I know fish like things that move. Maybe it's because they wiggle. Yeah, they're getting ready to stock another 400 big ones in here.
Where?
I don't know when. That's what I was told. That they're getting ready to stock another 400 big ones in here. Because they got 3 weekends fishing in February. On the 15th, 14th, and 15th is what I was told. So they're getting ready to restock. Dude, what's going on, man? Earl Cox, what's going on, man? We got one fish, one trout. The perch just hoover the worms off the hook, huh? By the dozens, huh? It's going for sure, for sure. They just hoover them off the hook like a vacuum, huh? Oh, shoot. Oh, those fish sometimes, man, they can sneak a worm off the hook so fast it's not even funny at times. And other times it's like, yep, got them, you know? They are still painful. That 20-inch hen I just caught today just really hurt my hands badly. Badly. I'm telling you, it was just like, oh, excruciating pain. I never thought it could be so painful to reel in a fish in my life. Then I realized, you know what? Fishing can be very painful. I already knew it could be painful if you like got a hook in your hand or you fell and hurt yourself or whatever. But reeling in a fish, I didn't think would ever be painful. But Obviously, it can be very, very painful. Very painful. If I could find my rod holders, I'd just use my big total reel in the fish, but I don't know where my rod holders are. They got to be somewhere in one of my vehicles. Oh, yeah. You had a white turkey. So it must have been a domesticated turkey, most styles. If it was a white turkey, because that's the only time they're white turkeys, right? Is when they're domesticated turkeys. That's the only time I think I've ever seen a white turkey is if it was a domesticated turkey. Especially if it come up to your front door and wanted you to feed it. So it must not have been too worried about you then. So it's definitely got to be a domesticated turkey, I guess. Yeah. Did you think about plucking it and throwing it in a cooker? You can fry them, roast them, smoke them. Yeah, you can cook a turkey a lot of different ways. It's actually warmer today than what it's been.
Yeah, yeah. It's just that the wind is making it real cold. But yeah, it warmed up a little bit more today. Right now it's
Well, Mo, I think I'm gonna have to come over there and go deer hunting then. If you had 3 bucks show up in your yard, can I come over and do a little hunting? You got turkeys and deer. I think I need to come over to your place and do some hunting, Mo. Yep, I got a new secret spot for big bucks. I can't tell you where it is. Oh shoot! Wow. I think the 4 point would probably be the better eating one because it's smaller. Smaller ones usually taste better than the bigger ones. It is a beautiful day though, beautiful day. I have to say. And if you look over this way, I mean like way over this way, you just look at Jefferson. I mean that's just as pretty as can be. Jefferson is. You guys. I mean at this angle you can just see the tops of it, but over at the cove part, man, you get some pretty good shots of it though. And like Hood, if we were over in the cove, we'd be able to see it. But from this angle, Hood, I don't know why. It seems like you would be able to. Maybe it's just the angle. I don't know. We definitely have some really good views though, for sure, in Central Oregon. A wild turkey walking to my buddy's land turkey saw its reflection in the hubcap, sat there charging the tire for hours. What the heck? Oh, that's too much. Turkey saw its reflection in the hubcap and decided to charge it for hours, huh? That's crazy. I don't know what a howling moon tint is. Yeah, I don't have one of those. No. Wow, I've never. That's crazy. I've never heard. Have you ever heard of such thing as a turkey attacking a hubcap?
No.
Wow, that's crazy.
Second a hubcap?
Yeah, well, it sees this reflection in the hubcap, and then
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah. And then it's trying to thinking it's another male trying to probably trying to get its lady friends because they got scrapped for their right to reproduce. I think, like most wild animals. Of course, I thought turkeys just strutted their stuff and puffed their chests and stuff. Yeah, that's what I figured it was. Thinking that it's another male. Huh. I'll have to check that out. Are they reasonably priced or are they pretty spendy? Do you guys got turkeys, wild turkeys in Hawaii?
Um, some of the islands I think they do, but Oahu doesn't have any.
Oh,
Be Kauai or Maui,
uh
maybe
huh.
a couple of the other islands.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the big island of Hawaii.
Ah.
But yeah, they have.
That turkey puffed up and some reflection, yeah. If a turkey puffs up and it sees this reflection, the reflection gonna puff up too. Uh, oh, that's just too much. Yeah, that is just too much. Fat cat, what's up, buddy? Cornino, the wife is in the chat. What's up, wife? Fat cat, when you going live again? You going live tomorrow? Is it starting to warm up in Texas? I hope so. I need to see you catch more turtle soup, fat cat. Even though you're not making soup out of them, I need to see you catch some more turtles. Gotcha. 30 is still pretty low down in Texas, huh? So you guys got deer, turkey, pigs. You guys got goats too, right?
Goats, yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of goats.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, sheep, goats and sheep.
Hmm. Mostly what's over there is mountain animals.
Yeah.
Got you, got you. Need 80s. Got you, got you, got you. Got you. AJ's Adventures. What's going on? Hello, hello. Thanks for joining us. That sounds like, well, I can't really say if that's because it depends on the quality of the tent, I reckon. 80s come, I'll be jumping in the creek. It'll be too hot to be fishing then. Yeah, I mean, I'm not ready for it to be warm because we really haven't had a winter yet this year. But if we don't get it by the middle of February, I don't think we're gonna get a winter this year. I mean, it was cold for what, a couple weeks, but other
Low 20s a couple of weeks ago.
yeah. And yeah, I did ice most of the reservoir up, this reservoir up, but it's gone now.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna do any ice fishing this year.
Yeah, I don't think so either, unless we go up to Diamond Lake, which is a possibility.
Where's that at?
I have no clue. I've never been there. Just know they got those big old tiger trout in there.
Where is the pond where some kids fell in?
Oh, it's just right there by the fairgrounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see that? The kids.
No, so, that the older gentleman fishing in the cove was telling me about that. Gotcha, gotcha. The tent must be really well made then, huh? Yeah, but yeah, I heard about that today. A couple kids fell into the. They were on the
Yeah, yeah.
ice.
Huh?
They were on the ice and it wasn't thick enough,
Yeah, yeah.
and they about drowned from what I hear.
Yeah, the rescue had to go there and get them out of the ice.
Yeah, I don't even know how deep that pond is. It's not very deep, I don't think.
Is there fishing in that pond?
Yeah, but you got to be disabled or a youth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you got to be disabled or a youth to fish it. 60s next week, so Fat Cat can go live. Yes, way to go. Anyways, what were you saying?
No, no. Where's the bite?
I don't know where the bite is.
If I don't get a bite in the next half hour, I'm gonna go to over there. I have better luck over there. That's it.
Oh, I know, I know. You like that side better, but I didn't get no bites over there, so that's why I'm over here.
Over here.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be willing to make a move. I mean, I don't mind.
Yeah, yeah, like I said, I'm gonna give me half an hour.
What happened to your favorite pool? We booked the ticket. Your favorite pool?
No, no.
See,
Where?
booked the ticket. I think that's the one you use for cycling.
Yeah, yeah. Seriously. I grabbed it by mistake. It's bundled up. When are we gonna go to Billy's?
I don't know. When it warms up enough for the fish to be biting there?
I don't know, but they didn't catch a lot of companies there.
I know, but I don't have my tire on my boat's flat, and my I gotta get it rewired. My light. Remember?
Yeah. Find my lights.
I gotta do some work to it before I can take it out. My hands have got to get better too, because I can't pull the start. One of them
Oh,
full
right.
start.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you need to convert it to electric start.
I don't know how to do that. Uh,
Or just go buy a boat. 17-foot busted wheel.
isn't that a little too much for what you want to do though on Billy?
Oh,
Come on, Brucey Lucy. We already got a Lucy today. We need a Brucey. Thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate it. It looks like we may be here in another half an hour. We may be making another move back over to the cove because that's that's Alex's favorite place to fish.
yeah, that is.
Shoot, that one day you caught 5 fish here though.
No,
Yeah. Well, you lost. You landed 2 fish, but you should have had 5.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I remember that day like it was yesterday. But no, this spot, this is good. But I've always been a fan of the cove myself.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just I wouldn't get no bites over there at the cove, so I moved over here. Yeah, it'd be nice if we had 4 fish on at one time. It'd be a beautiful problem to have. Alex has 2 fish on. I have 2 fish on. It'd be the perfect scenario. Not for my hands though. Yeah, Fred just sits there for sure. But there's nothing I can do about that. I mean, if the fish aren't biting here and not biting over there, it doesn't hurt to move around a little bit though. Fred is definitely a constant and solid. I don't think Fred will ever move. Today I'm casting out a lot further than what I had been casting out. And that's probably why I'm not getting bit as much because I'm casting further than I normally do. But my hands must be doing better if I'm able to cast further, but still painful. Yeah, I have lost fish to Fred. Fred can be a fish thief. For sure. But if I didn't use such light line, I probably wouldn't have lost a fish to Fred or 2. I'm a light line junkie. I mean, if I can catch a 20-pound fish on 4-pound test, I'm going to do it. If I can catch 300-pound fish on 30-pound test, I'm going to do it. I've done it too. Fred's the rock. See? Right there? That's Fred. Everybody wave to Fred.
That's right.
See, you see if you look in your little icons down there, there's a hand like this. If you guys just go down in there, everybody in the chat, throw up a hand. Thank you. Yep, it is. Like I said, everybody go down there to the chat and find that hand and wave to Fred. I want to see. I want to see hands waving to Fred. There you go. All right, we got some waves to Fred. Yay! Thanks, Fat Cat and Earl. Appreciate that. You all rock. Fred is a friend, just not a very good friend because Fred cuts my line. Well, when you're fishing for cats the size you're fishing for, Fat Cat, you got to have that heavy line, you know. I mean, even when I do catch them big old sturgeon on 30-pound tests, I question my thought process of catching a big fish on light line. I seriously do. But for whatever reason, I'm a light line junkie, like Murphy's Law. Huh? Yeah, yeah, that's always good, you know. 30-pound leader is good. You still got your worm?
Got the worm, but
No marshmallow?
no marshmallow.
Looks like half your worm's gone.
No.
Oh, okay. Throw on a couple more mellows.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think y'all should do like a 4-pound challenge, and then maybe I'll try a 14-pound challenge and a 100-pound challenge. If you guys would do a 4-pound challenge, I'll do a 100-pound challenge and a 14-pound and a 20-pound challenge. Yep, that's true. When you're using that good a line, Fat Cat, it ain't gonna be a line issue if it gets away, for sure. I can see Fat Cat with his little Barbie rod out there catching a big old catfish on 4-pound test. I can see that happening. Yeah, I know, but I think you should put 4-pound test on there on that Barbie pole challenge. I've seen that challenge a couple times. Well, on Andrew's birthday, on Stay Fishy's birthday, I thought about buying him the smallest trout I could find and have him fish with that for his birthday. And then I was like, yeah, it's his birthday. I better be nice to him. Bite through that dental floss, huh? Yeah, they probably would too. Probably would. Yeah, a spinner reel, huh? Yeah. I gotta use the drag because I'm fishing for a fish that's gonna shred that 4 pound. So I gotta use a little. I gotta use a little finesse and a little um, a little finesse and a little drag. What up? Hand serve work. What's going on? Oh yeah. Glad you could join us, Ron. I finally did get your email. I emailed you back there, Ron. Thanks for emailing me, Ron. That was nice of you. I appreciate that.
minutes.
You said 20 minutes? Okay. He says 20 minutes. And he's going to be ready to move it on out. You're welcome, man. I try to reply to everybody. I try to reply to everybody. Oh, you must have been ocean fishing still leader. Got bit clear through. I need to catch me a garfish. It's been a long time since I caught a garfish. I ain't got them here in Oregon, but someday I'm gonna get back to catch. I could catch a garfish. That'd be fun. I like catching them garfish. Hard to hook because they got such a bony mouth, though. Yeah, come on, fishy. Come on, fishy. Let's fish. Come on. What lake were you fishing? You needed a still leader at, Mo. Is it in Oregon? I need to know so I can go catch me a fish with a still leader. Come on, Mo. Tell me what state. What state? What state? Is that how long it took? Wow. I'm sorry. Yes, it was in Oregon. Wow. Where at? Where at? Where at? I want to go. I'm sorry it took a whole the reply. What happened was they sent it to my junk mail, and that's why I didn't see it. But once I seen it was there, I replied as soon as I've seen it. Sorry about that, Ron. Which one's your favorite? Come on, tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me. I want to know. Oh, tell me. I want to know. What kind of fish was it? What kind of fish was it? What kind of fish was it?
Been a barracuda.
Maybe, could be. Not in fresh water though.
Barracudas in a freshwater?
Yeah, it couldn't be a barracuda because it's in fresh water.
Oh. Must have been a
Ah, come on, you're gonna make it that hard on us? There's 7 lakes around you. You live in southern Oregon. I have no clue what lake that would be though, because I don't know southern Oregon lake. Was it a walleye? No, I don't bite through still eaters. It sounds like she's not giving up no info for sure. I'm trying to figure this out because I want to go catch me something with some teeth and fresh water in Oregon. It's got to be a muskie, right? The sister lake has, so it must be by Diamond Lake, right? Somewhere around Diamond Lake or so. Camp Crystal Lake. Off to Google that later. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna have to figure this out. I know Diamond Lake's got tiger trout in it, so a little further. I don't know any of the lakes down in your neck of the woods, though, Mo. That's the issue. Ah, wow, that's something. You're probably right there, Ron. Decoy Reservoir. I'm gonna have to figure this one out because if there's fish with teeth in it like that in Oregon, I gotta go fish that place. I know the ocean. We've got great whites off the Oregon coast, so not that. Well, actually, I do want to catch great white. Never mind. I want to. So does Fish Lake. Where's Fish Lake at? Is that towards your area? Is that the name of the lake, Fish Lake? Hmm. Racking my brain. All I gotta say is I have fun doing this. This is fun live streaming and conversating with y'all and stuff like that. That's pretty cool. That is okay. So there is a lake called Fish Lake. So there's Diamond Lake, Fish Lake. I'm trying to think of. See, I don't know the area because yeah, if I dang, is it 10 Mile Lake? Is it Clear Lake? Wait, Clear Lake I think is in California. Never, we do have a Clear Lake, Oregon, but that's true. That's true. Jason Voorhees, for sure. If it's Crystal Lake, it's Voorhees messing with you. All of them are your shorts. So I'll have to go back and look at some of your short videos again. Does all your short videos have the names of all the lakes that you're talking about? Because that would help me out tremendously. I don't recall if I seen all the names of the lakes you fish over there, Mo. The one with the cross has a tiger trout. Okay, okay, okay. I'll do some research. I'll do some research. I don't mind doing a little research. We need to go catch a trout one of these days, Alex.
Huh? Tiger
We
what?
we
Tiger
need to
shark.
go catch a tiger trout sometime.
Tiger shark?
Trout, tiger trout. Yeah, they got them in Detroit Lake. Yeah, or not Detroit, but Diamond Lake. I know. It's like pulling teeth. I know. Exactly like pulling teeth. It's like, is this one the right one? Oh, wrong one. Sorry. Let's try this one. Wrong one. Oh, it's so. Big tiger trout, huh? Would that would that be a Mackinaw trout? Because Mackinaw has some serious teeth, Mo. Mackinaw trout have some serious teeth in them, and they're big. And the one place I know where there's Mackinaw trout at would be Odell Lake. Could that be possibly close-ish? Just a question for you, Mo. Mo's having too much fun with this. She's probably sitting there chuckling at us, trying to guess. She's probably having all kinds of fun with this. I don't blame her, though. I'd be having fun with it, too. Is it a Mackinaw trout? Really? Wow. Well, wow. Hmm. Hmm. So it's not Odell Lake then. Okay, gotcha. Hmm. Was it a piranha? Did somebody accidentally stock piranhas in one of your local lakes? Well, sturgeon don't have no teeth though. It couldn't have bit through no. Sturgeon just don't have teeth. It's probably one of those fish that they're not supposed to release too, right? It's one of those fish that are supposed to be killed on site, right? Because they were illegally stocked. Man, I'm like racking my brain here, racking my brain. I'm gonna have to look this up. I can't do it right now because I'm too busy live streaming and laughing at Mo for having too much fun at our expense. This is like Clue, you know? Uh, this has been a fun little game of Clue or Guess, one of the two. So Seven Lakes is a lake in your area too, Mo. There's Diamond Lake, 10 Mile Lake, Odell Lake, Seven Lake, Fish Lake. That's 5 lakes that we've guessed. So there's 2 more in there. Oh man. Wake up, buddy. Wake up.
Yeah, I'll just stay here. I'll just fish until 12:30.
Well, we can move over there if you want.
No, I can't. That's too much trouble. Getting cold
Okay.
hurts the bones.
Stump Lake and Miller are the directions, along with Paulina. Oh, Paulina's okay. 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 Hmm. Yeah, I'm stumped here. Do 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 do. What you got planned tomorrow, bud?
One of my projects. I got a project going on at home.
Oh yeah. Other side of Crater. Oh, Crater Lake, huh? Other side of Crater. Maybe Stump Lake, huh? Do 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 do. So Stump Lake, north, south, east, west, which? Hmm. Hello. Is it Detroit? The near Detroit. I was close to the Lost Creek Old Bridge. I don't even know where Lost Creek is, but Detroit has creeks flowing into it. But I fished Detroit and I never found any fish with teeth in it. Well, except for regular teeth, I guess. Google says near. Lost Creek. I've heard of Lost Lake. Maybe there is a Lost Creek, which would be pretty close to Detroit. Cause I've been. You got to go to. You got to go to Lost to find Detroit.
Call you baby wipes or whatever you got wipes.
Those aren't baby wipes. Those are dude wipes.
Huh?
Those are man wipes.
Man, what?
Those aren't baby wipes. Those are man wipes.
Okay.
What do you mean call my dude wipes baby wipes? You're welcome, man. You're welcome. Mustard at Lost Lake with candlesticks is my guess. Yes, these are dude wipes. They come in handy, aight? If you must know, eat kind enough. Sky is close to them all, huh? I've never heard of no candlestick. The farm wigs you out though, huh? Yeah, I'm lost too. Where? Uh, uh, you okay, bro?
Uh-huh.
Good.
Wait.
Uh, I think you probably didn't have a nibble.
What?
I said you probably didn't have a nibble. I see no rod tips bouncing from anything other than a wind. Fish Lake is a central location. Mo's having way too much fun with this. And I think we're having a fun time too. Howard Prairie Lake. I've never heard of that lake.
Just a little bit of crumbs. Okay. Yeah, you can have it.
Did she finish all of her Christmas treats?
No, not yet. I have some in there. I have it in a I give it to her once in a great while.
Bella taught me to fetch fish, huh? I don't know about that. Yeah. That's what it means in Wasco. Pretty cold, huh? But
Yeah, yeah. And my bones are not liking it.
yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame your bones for not liking it. HP is not a computer, huh? Well, I'm stumped for this game. I really am. Alex and Bella are stumped too for this game. Sky knows. Well, I'm glad Sky knows. Well, Howard Prairie. So, hey, that'd be the lake then. HP. Hyatt? Is that the name of a lake? Hyatt? And if it's got some teethy critters in there, I gotta go catch them. Good afternoon. Stay Fishy Redmond, Oregon's in the house. So is Bella and Alex.
Sir, we're here. Suffering, the bones.
She said doesn't mean computer. All the lakes have Mount Shasta sister, huh? Come on, fishies. Show up. Alex needs to catch 500 of them so he won't be bored out of his mind.
Yeah, I know. Shit.
You're too much, Alex. You're too much. uh. Making me chuckle up here, buddy.
Oh man, cook me some ramen noodles.
Some ramens, huh?
Yeah, with the hot ramen soup. Ramen.
Some hot ramen soups with what?
Yeah, with the soup. You know what is ramen or what?
Yeah, I know what a ramen is. A ramen numeral.
Huh?
A ramen numeral. You know the numbers on a clock?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Those are ramen noodles.
Oh.
This cold is making us delirious.
Oh, that's someplace in Utah. Well, Earl, Sky is in California, so maybe that helps out a little bit. Yes, I know what Roman ramen noodles are. Even though I said ramen numero.
Those guys gave up. They're going home.
Yeah, but they're not me, so I don't have the pleasures of giving up. Sorry. I must struggle some more. Yeah, that would be fun fishing Pyramid Lake. Pyramid Lake, where they fly fish off of Pyramid Lake down in Nevada.
Nevada?
Yeah, they fly fish there.
Yeah.
And what they do is they take these big old ladders and they chuck them out in the water.
Oh,
And then they stand on top of the ladder so they can see the
yeah?
fish to cast to them.
Oh. Huh.
Come on, fish. Alex is bored. He don't like being bored.
Oh.
They have fish platforms you can stand on. Really? And where's that at? Where the fish platforms are, you can stand on. Hey, Stay Fishy, do you know a place where they got fish in Oregon that's got teeth in it that can bite through a still leader that's in fresh water? Because Mo's got us all stumped. Can't figure out what the answer is. And it's near her. Somebody decided to bring the boat out today.
Oh, yeah. Mo is a lady?
Yeah, Mo is. Yeah.
Oh,
Mo Style 66.
Mo style.
She's a YouTuber. She puts out content.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. She's been a subscriber for a while now.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, Mo's obviously hooked into a fish that can, because she's had it happen. And we've all been guessing and trying to figure out what fish it is. Yeah, all the ice is off now. It warmed up enough to get rid of all the ice that was on here. This morning when I pulled up, there was still some ice on the lake. Medicine Lake is between you and Sky, huh? Hmm. Or maybe sideways, huh? Sky Wolf is who we're talking about. Blue Sky, Blue Wolf, Sky Wolf, something like that. Yeah. Because when Sky is fishing, he's Sky Blue. When he's talking on here, he's Blue Wolf. Yeah, that's how it works. When he's talking on the chat, he's Blue Wolf. When he's doing his YouTube stuff and putting out content, he's Sky Blue. So no, Sky's not a city. Sky is a person, and that's in the chat. Well, he was in the chat. I don't know if he still is. How'd your sister enjoy her trip to Hawaii?
Well, yeah, she had a good time.
Good.
God, those.
Those are ducks.
Really?
Yeah. I know, there's like 1,000 ducks flying. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, that makes sense to why you're not talking too much right now. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha.
How about those?
Those are a type of duck. Those are just ducks flying close to the water. See, if you had your binoculars, you'd be able to see. Ducks. What kind of ducks they are, I don't know. They're just ducks, though.
Picking.
What's that?
Picking.
Pecking?
Uh,
I know if I had a shotgun, dinner would be getting cooked. Thanks for joining us, Earl. Appreciate it. It was fun having you in the chat on this guessing game today. Too bad we didn't figure out the right one. I hear you, Mo. I understand why you don't give away your locations. Completely understand that, though. I mean, did you got a bite?
so, little nibbles.
Well, all right. Sweet. Alex has finally got a bite. Yay. But I don't blame you there. But yeah, I completely understand that, Mo. That's why this game is so fun, too, though, the guessing game. Because it just like gets your brain thinking and gets you researching and all this other good stuff, you know? Yeah, see, like me, like the bodies of water I hit all the time, you guys, because they are my local bodies of water, that's why I'm the D shoots. I give that up. This lake of water, I give it up. See, if I'm going to someplace that's not my local body of water, I don't give those names away. Just for the simple fact that I don't need people threatening to shoot me for um, so-called giving their spots away or blowing up their bodies of water. Do I think that if it's on the map and people are already fishing it and it's already blowing up, that's going to hurt the fisheries? Probably not. But the simple fact that people get real sensitive about stuff when it's not like my local bodies of water, I don't give names away. So I can understand what Mo's doing here. I can understand that. Making a guessing game, and even if we get it right, she may not tell us that we got it right. So I completely understand that. So It makes sense in the fact that we don't want people, blowing up waters and names. I got to move closer over here because he's getting a bite. He's acting like he's getting a bite. So I'm trying to determine if he's got a bite or if he's just hallucinating.
It was maybe it was just getting loose there because
Well, if a fish hit it, it would make your leg get loose.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah, because they don't just when they drip off a piece of the worm, it moves the lead a little bit. So, um, but yeah, that's a good rule of thumb. Is if it's not your local body of water and you want to protect that body of water, it's always a good thing not to give away names. We're watching Paul because he's all excited because he's finally getting the nibbles. Finally getting the nibbles.
Hold on now. I'll finish. Hold on.
Well, that's funny. You never heard of the D Chutes River until me. It's odd that I mean, I guess it's not odd, but the thing is I've been fishing the river for 30 years, and people come from all over the river, all over the world to fish the D Chutes River. It's considered a world class fishery, you know. And I understand, people get mad because I put that out there, but it's my local body of water. I've met people from all over the world on that water. So, I mean, look, I know a couple Filipino people who's fished from the Philippines who's fished the D Chutes River. I mean, I know people from Russia who's fished the river. Well, met people from Russia that's fished the river. So, I mean, it's kind of like it's one of those bodies of water that's been known for a while. People come from all over to fish it. So, and do I think me mentioning the stillhead is going to get that place overpressured? No, I don't think so, because it's already heavily pressured anyways. I mean, when I first started fishing there, it was heavily pressured. Too many people coming and catching the whitefish. And I agree, people are taking way too many whitefish from the river. But that's their, I mean, there's a bite, 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 there's a bite. Yep, 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 yep,
You got a
yep,
bite?
yep.
You got a bite?
Yep, I got a bite on the pink worm. Again. Come on, baby. It must be bite 30.
Right there.
You might want to check your bait. Nope, I missed him, I think. Yep, I missed my fish. But I got a little impatient though. Check your bait, you probably did have a bite. Bite 30, guys. Potsky Fire Egg getting it done today. Two bites on the Potsky fireworm. Nothing on anything else for me.
No, it's still on there.
Uh, Darn it. I'm sorry, bud.
Some of it is gone.
What's that?
Half of it is gone.
So yeah, you did have a bite.
Half of the worm is gone.
So you did have a bite.
Yeah.
We just had a bite, y'all. Let's go, Saving Grace. Glad you could join us, man. We've caught one fish today. We had 3 bites and 1 fish landed. Alex just had a bite. I just had a bite. Bella should have had a bite, but she don't have a rod out, so. So, heck yeah, though. Thanks for joining us, you guys. I've had a lovely. I'm not done live stream yet. The fish are biting. I'm happy. We need a few more bites, though, I think. I can't believe I missed that fish. He hit me twice real good. He bounced it real good, and I still missed it. I still missed it. Woo-hoo.
Worms. Oh, yeah, they are still alive.
Oh, yeah, they know they are. Your worm don't back in here, so that way you can save your worms. It's 5:30, you guys. 5:30. Woohoo! All of a sudden, we just had 2 bites. Took us forever to get a couple bites, but we got a couple bites. Maybe the bite's about to get hot. But yeah, we're just having a good time, just enjoying, trying to catch some fish for you guys. Having a good time with Mo and her riddles. Saying, Brucey, Lucy, Brucey, Lucy. Maybe I'll check that dough bait. I ain't checked it in a minute. I doubt it's gone, but I'll check it. Hello, hello. You casted that thing out there a mile.
Yeah, I ripped it.
I'm gonna try some cheese bait too.
Cheese bait, cheese bait.
Yeah, they're in, but they're getting ready to. Boy, that pink fire or fireworm's been working. No bites today, except for your one nitron bite. I'm not gonna throw it out there as far this time though. Closer in this time. All right, you guys, both rods are back out. Come on, Bruce and Loose. Been a beautiful day. Oh, yeah. We just got to land another fish here. You got one, good. Come on, come back and hit it again. Come on. That was definitely a nibbles. That was a quick nibble, too.
Yeah. Oh,
The bite is on.
okay.
Oh, is he going to?
Is he on it?
I think he got to be getting close to being on there. Because I think he's on there. He's bouncing a lot. Doodad.
Well,
Huh? I don't know. I mean, if he swallowed and he's just sitting on it, then he could be there all day on there. I'm gonna look and see what your line's doing. Give it a moment. Give it a moment and see what happens. Because if it sits there for 5 minutes and you ain't got a bite, you should probably check it rather than check your bait, see if you stole it.
Yeah.
So give it a couple minutes and see if he comes back. If not, then it'll be time to check your bait. Anyways. He's still on there? Yeah, he's still on there. Get him. Yeah, fish on. Yeah, fish on. Oh, dude. No, are you sure he's not on there? You're just reeling in weeds right now? Oh. Oh, how did he hit it that many times and not steal any of your worm? How or your marshmallows? You guys check that out. We just got watching this guy get smashed like 5 times in a row, and he was still none of its worm. How in the heck does that happen? I know. Well, get her back out there. Should have let it bite it some more, I guess. Oh my goodness, you guys. That was like bite after bite after bite. I'm like, how did he not catch that fish? Clobbering time is right, Blue. Clobbering time is right. They've started biting. So that's a plus.
You know how many times that thing was going up and down?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that was like crazy. And for you, I'm like, how in the heck did that fish hit it that many times without stealing at least a piece of the worm?
Yeah.
That was crazy. Yep. I thought for sure you were gonna get a fish. Makes me almost want to put on a night crawler and marshmallows now.
Yeah.
Almost makes me. I didn't say definitely, but almost. We almost had either Brucey or Lucy. We almost did. And that was like back to back bites for you because you just rebaited up and recast it out there.
Yeah, yeah, right.
And I had just had a bite on a pink Potski fireworm. So, dum, 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 dum. Lemon ducks. What kind of ducks those are, I don't know, but I have a limit of them. Anyways. I mean, look at all the stinging ducks, man. That's a lot of stinging ducks. Thank you guys for stopping in and saying hi. We appreciate it. That's just, we're at Haystack Reservoir, chilling and fishing and chilling. Trying to get a, we've already got one trout today and we've missed a couple others. So the fish are biting, just not biting like at a high rate, but still biting. So Alex has had 2 bites. I've had 3 bites. Bella has had 0 bites. And Mo has had a nice mysteries of clues for us today. And we just could not figure it out for whatever reason. I can't complain with how the day's gone. It's gone pretty well. Slow bite, but pretty well. What are you guys fishing for this weekend? Hopefully you guys are fishing for some big ones or some little ones. Just depends on what you like. Like me, G-Man, I don't mind big or small fish. I just want to catch fish. If you're like Alex, he just wants to eat size fish all the time. Eater size, which to him are the 10 to 15, maybe 18 inch. If they're bigger than that, he takes them home to his sister. How about them ducks? Are they good eating? Are those ducks good eating? I can't even find them. Well, somewhere's up in the sky.
Because pecking, they're expensive.
What's that?
Pecking ducks are expensive.
Are they? Nice. Carp are always fun to catch. They're so underrated, the carp are. Yeah, mallards are good eating ducks, that's for sure. I just don't know what kind of ducks those ones were. I know it mallard duck, but I don't know. I didn't know what kind of duck that was. Yeah, carp are always fun to catch though. And if you get the right size carp, they're actually pretty good eating. If you get one of them great big old ones, they're a lot of work
Was
and
that
not
a
a
carp? Was that a carp I caught at the
John Day. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, that was a big old carp, like a 15-pound carp.
That was a big carp.
It was a big fish.
Man.
That was a gigantic carp you caught there. But yeah, carp are so underrated in the United States. It's not even funny. So underrated. I've eaten my fair share of carp, and if you get the right size carp, they're not bad eating at all. Those great big ones, the problem with them is the bones are pretty hard and tough to get through with a knife. So, and the scales are ginormous and a pain to get through. A lot of work, but yeah, I do. I'm sure I know that name, and I'm sure I'm subscribed. Sounds like a familiar name. Uh, been subscribed for a minute, so yeah. There's a lot of them I'm subscribed to, and there's a lot of them I thought I was subscribed to. Went back and checked and just found out I wasn't subscribed to. So I'm like, what the heck? And then after I found out that I wasn't subscribed to some of the ones that I thought I was subscribed to, I hit that subscribe button. And those were some that I thought I was subscribed to for a while. But Burks, yeah, I've been subscribed for a while. Where are you going carp fishing at? Being that you're going carp fishing, I got to know where you going carp fishing at. Yeah, you just landed that catfish, and I was walking over. We were gonna walk over to go put the
Yeah, yeah. Oh, there's another one. Oh, where?
little pond called Don Castro's. Cool, right on. Sweet.
Where?
Well, that carp was just hitting so lightly. And it's like you wouldn't have known it because you just weren't. Your focus was on that catfish when you caught it. But you caught your first catfish that night, right?
Yeah,
That was your first ever catfish, right? You'd never caught a catfish before?
yeah, that was my first.
And then that was your first ever carp, too.
That was my first carp.
So you got your PBs on both in the same night. But yeah, them carp, they're fun to catch. They're a blast. I haven't been fishing in California yet, but I'm going to. California's supposed to be a trip this year, but I don't know if it's going to be feasible at this point. And that's just for the simple fact that I had surgery this year, and doctors' bills are piling up and stuff. So I don't know if it's going to be feasible, but I'm hoping to at least make it down there for a day or two this year. And I'm not so sure that the Washington trip's going to be that feasible either, because then again, bills are piling up because of the surgeries and stuff like that. So we'll see what happens. Paul, what's going on? Glad you could join us. Some carp, yeah, I know. I've seen them, but I can't seem to get them to bite anything. I want to do a catch and cook with one carp. If I can ever get them to bite. I've only ever hooked one carp out there, and I accidentally I cast it out there. The fish swam, and I hooked into his back, and I didn't even land it. I was using 4-pound test, and I was way outgunned. I couldn't stop the fish for nothing. And the reason why I know it was a carp because I cast it right in front, and the carp just happened to swim right into my line. If I can figure out how to get them to bite out there, I'd be having me some fun. Because them carp are fun to catch. I've tried both out there. I've tried both. And the fact that you can't chum makes it I feel like makes it a little bit harder because then you can't like stage them in there for feeding. You finally gonna call it?
Yes, sir.
Darn it.
Start rolling it up here. Getting hungry. I want to eat. I want to go home and eat my
You got ramen numerals?
ramen noodles.
uh,
Number 12. Yeah, Bella?
I'm gonna stay out here for a while longer. I may move back to the cove though, but I'm not real sure yet. Like the carp here, people don't really target them, so I mean they're not really inclined to eat what you would normally use for carp bait because they haven't been trained for carp fishing. So I mean, if we had more carp fishermen here, I think we could get them more acclimated to eating corn. And you would think that they'd eat a worm, but I've fished out there a lot, and I can't seem to get them to eat a worm. Well, thanks for coming out for a couple hours, man.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate that.
Sure.
I'm gonna go to Primeville tomorrow. I think.
Prineville?
Go to Primeville. I might do a double feature like I did last week. Go to Primeville one in the morning and then go to Ochoco's in the afternoon, or I might go to, you know,
Well, let me know.
I will let you know.
I'll be in the mood to drive up there.
Well, I don't blame you. You got projects going on. I wouldn't blame you if you decided not to go out there. Oh, in Texas we use homemade dough bait. Yeah, and in Missouri we use homemade dough bait too. So, but I've tried the homemade dough bait out here for carp, and I've not had any luck on any stuff that I've ever used for carp fishing. What the? Where's all your bait at?
I'm sure it came off and all.
Oh yeah, it probably came off when you were reeling it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's usually what happens with all the warm water fish we got in Oregon is somebody stocked them illegally and they just kind of took off. Like wildfire. I got the hiccups for some reason. Then Mo, if you're not eating bluegills and crappies, you don't know what you missing. They some good eating fish, man. You gotta cut them up and fry them up and call it good. Hiccups, hiccups. I got hiccups. Yeah. Alex, how does that work for taking the bait off?
Works sometimes. See? The worm came off.
Yeah,
Huh?
you got it off. You got it off. Well, you could have just offered me that worm. I might have used it. Because it was still a whole worm.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, shoot, that's too much.
Well, I'll take that worm with you. Take it with you tomorrow.
Well, where's the lid at? Right over there? Yeah, I'll take them. I might even use them today at some point.
Yeah.
Throw a bobber out there maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Because worms seem to work for you, so they might work for me.
Catch a fish. Bring it to my house and I'll cook it for you.
All right, I'll bring you a fish if I get one. Let's see, where we at? All right, you guys. Say see you to Alex and Bella. They're running away.
You may have to come and help me with this guy here.
Oh yeah, I can help you pull that up there. All right, I'm coming.
Not working very well.
Get it off that box so it'll start rolling. I'm gonna snag a couple marshmallows for you, so I can put it on there to hold my. If I decide,
Grab a handful.
that way if I decide to use worms, I can throw them up on the bottom. Thanks, brother.
All right, man.
See you. Thanks for coming out.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, come by the house and then, okay, you want to
Me and wife's got plans after I'm done fishing.
Okay.
Okay, guys, I'm back. I went to go help Alex with his cart. Oh, well, let's see here. Yeah, they're good eating. Them bluegills and crappies are delicious. Delicious fish. They may not be as big as a trout, but they're delicious. Tasty. For sure, for sure. Yep, I'm planning on doing a whole lot more catch and cooks with the bluegills and crappies. Especially when I take one bite and the head's gone. The head goes down and chomp, 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 chomp. Good eats. I'm gonna do something here. Okay, I'm back. I just walked down there a little ways. Put a marshmallow on with the Hotsky fireworm. That's how I caught it this morning. Was I put a marshmallow on with it. So we're gonna put this on with it and see if it makes a difference or not. It may or may not. You never know. Sometimes just doing something different is all it takes, you guys. And that's what it took this morning. Was something different. All right. Fireworm and marshmallow going out. You guys. Crappie are delicious. They are very delicious. There's something off. I don't know what, but that was that marshmallow. It flew a long ways for being a marshmallow. Well, anything not yet. Nothing yet. It's a slow one. It's a grind. It's a grind. You know what a grind is, Fat Cat, for sure. We've all been there. We've all had them. All right, try this again. All right. Leave it out there for a little while. Let's see. Let's see. This is last year was more small and largemouth bass also. Yeah. Mm. Some chores to do. Gotcha, gotcha. But yeah, we're just kind of chilling and we've had a couple bites. We just didn't connect on them. Kind of the way it goes sometimes, though. I'm thinking about throwing a worm on there and throwing it out there at this point. To do something different. Worm and marshmallow off the bottom. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that with this one. Even though I just rebaited it and re-threw it out there. Yeah, that's true. Last time I was out here, I only had one bite. And the time before that, I didn't even have a bite. That's how slow it was. All right, we're going to take this Potski fireworm off. We're going to put a night crawler. Yeah, that's true about worms. They almost always work. They don't always, but they almost always work, for sure. We're going to throw a night crawler and marshmallows out there with some fire eggs to help float it off the bottom. That's how we're going to do it. See, that's the cool thing about a live stream too. Is people can hop in and out. You know, they don't have to stay here. You know, they can do like what Fat Cat did. You know, had some things to do, so he hopped out, and just like Blue Wolf does, and just hops out and then hops back in. You know, that's always cool because it helps the channel. It helps the algorithms and stuff. So it helps get us more views as well. All right, let's put this back in its package. Hey guys, these things work for trout fishing. Y'all need to go pick you up some if you're trout fishing. Some Potski fireworms, y'all. I caught that big girl on that this morning. Gonna put the worm on there. Toss her out there. Worm. You stay for Bruce and Lucy, huh? Bruce don't have your responsibility or wife. Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right, put a piece of marshmallow on there. Put a marshmallow on there. And my granddaughter the other day seen my bag of marshmallows on my truck for fishing, and she wanted them, so I went ahead and gave her my bag of marshmallows. So I had to get some marshmallows from Mr. Alex. Well, turtles are speedy and smelly, huh? All right, worm going out. We're gonna let that sit for a while. See if we get a bite on that. All right, y'all. Back out there fishing. Shelly. Oh, my bad. My bad, Shelly. Sometimes I don't look at things and read it properly, and so yeah, I kind of kick myself in the backside once in a while because I don't always read properly, and that is my own fault, y'all. Shelly, my bad, fat cat. At least you got a laugh for mispronouncing Shelly's name. No wonder why you don't eat turtles. You got pets. You got pet turtles. That's why you don't eat turtles. I got you. That makes more sense now, fat cat. That makes way more sense. If I had pet turtles, I probably wouldn't eat pet. I wouldn't eat turtles either. Reminds you of Virginia and Virginia. Oh, I got you. I got you. That makes sense. Naming the turtles you catch before you release them. Gotcha. Just like uh, just like Mo likes to call them Brucey and Lucy. Nothing wrong with that. And I just like to call them call the ones that I catch to kiss, and the ones that I don't catch not kissed. Definitely a beautiful day. I mean, it's nice and warm out here. Not really that cold. Well, nobody said you had to kiss a fish, fat cat. Oh, that's kind of my thing. I've kissed plenty of fish in my days. Hey, fat cat, I may be mistaken, but if you're eating a fish, isn't that technically like kissing a fish? Because you catch them and then you clean them and then you cook them. Isn't that similar to kissing a fish? I mean, it still touches the lips, right? Just a question there. Oh, well, the one I caught, I released. I should have kept it, but for whatever reason, I wasn't thinking about keeping him or her, and so yeah, I should have kept it. If I catch another one, I'll probably keep it. We don't usually keep the males. We usually only keep the females. They're clean and they're fried, not the same, huh? If it turns into a human, you're out, huh? Yeah, I got you though, fat cat. I understand. I understand. You're right. You're right. They're caught, clean, and then eaten. So yeah, I guess it's not exactly the same kissing them. Oh, this is just too much fun chatting with y'all. Having a good old time. Now that the fairy tale thing's been brought on, okay, fat cat. Now, if you had to kiss a fish to save your life, then would obviously, I mean, then would you obviously kiss the fish? Because she did bring up Princess and the Frog. That's a fairy tale. So catching a fish to save your, kissing a fish to save your life. Well, we could add that to a fairy tale, and then would you? I'm having too much fun with this. My bad. Couple days, huh? Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, catfish like garlic, that's for sure. I go catfishing try to go every year. Catfishing, catfish too. They taste better than these trout do, that's for sure. Catfish definitely tastes better than trout. Well, that makes me. It's just kind of like when you release a fish because it's too small or whatever. It's going to ensure a future fishery for all. But my thing is, I like to kiss them so that kiss them when I release them, and then I just added to ensure a future fishery for all because you when you release a fish, you are ensuring that there's a future for all. You're not just depleting the population because there are some people who are all about just killing everything they catch and eating them all. And yeah, there's nothing wrong with eating fish, but it's always good to release some for later. Gotcha, gotcha. Trout are fine eating fish. They're fine. They're just I prefer catfish more than I do trout, and it's probably just because I grew up eating catfish, not trout. Trout I didn't start eating until later in life, but there's like maybe what 3 places in Missouri to catch trout growing up, and so yeah. Doodad, you're too much, man. You're too much. Yeah, yeah. You're in California. You told us that earlier. Yeah, I remember you saying that. Trout fish tacos are good. Oh yeah, tacos are good for sure. Alex Clips, what's going on? Oh yeah, I like me some black crappie. That's what we catch here in Oregon is black crappie. When I was in Missouri, we're catching black crappie and white crappie. When I was back here back in November, we're catching black and white crappie. But oh yeah, them black crappies are delicious. Yeah, you got a lot of both. Cool. Boy, I could use another bite on the line. It's been a minute. This is the last couple bites. What we're using for bait, we got a worm out there with marshmallow on it and some power eggs, and then we got some dough bait and power eggs. And Mo's wanting a Lucy and a Bruce. She wants me to double up on Lucy's and Brucey's. I don't blame her. I'd like to double up on Lucy's and Brucey's too. Yeah, I've been changing some. Yeah, I've tried 3 different colors today of dough bait, 2 different color power eggs, a pink worm, and then a nightcrawler. I've been switching it out a little bit. Beautiful day though. You don't know? Oh yeah. What's going on, man? Glad you could join us. Stop in and say hi. I appreciate that. Where'd you catch your 2 fish at, man? I've caught 1 fish today. I've got one really nice trout today. I'll let her go though. New Zealand. Oh yeah, yeah. That's right. I remember now. Yeah. 2 snappers. Nice. Off the rocks. Sweet. Right on. Heck yeah. Yeah, what's your bait or lure? Yeah, I want to know. Squid was only there 5 minutes and fish on. Sweet, right on. That is fire. I agree with Doodad. Sweet, that is fire. I always like it when people drop in and say they're catching fish today. That's always awesome. Always awesome, for sure. Wow, that's heck yeah, that rocks, man. That rocks. Two fish two fish tournaments. Wow. El Vato Fishing, what's going on? What's up? What's up? Glad you could join us. Glad you could join us. Good luck in those tournaments this weekend. Hopefully you dominate the tournament. I've been wanting to get into the tournaments. I just haven't been able. I just haven't been able to get into the tournaments. I got the kayak, and it'll be good for the tournaments and stuff. But the thing about the tournaments, though, is you're going against all these guys that got graph finders, depth finders, and everything else, and it's just like, ugh. They got motors on their kayaks, and I still feel like I can hold my own though in a tournament. They are with my school. Is in it is ice. Oh, fishing! Wow, nice. Well, cool. Ice fishing tournaments. Nice. That's pretty cool. That is cool that you could do that with your school. Ice fishing tournaments. That's pretty cool. I want to go to Wisconsin someday. Go do some fishing up there. Of course, I'm kind of greedy. I want to fish all, all 50 states and then some. That sounds like a lot of fun. What you guys fishing for primarily in your tournament? Crappies, walleyes, bass. Heck yeah. Yeah, we caught one fish today. And then we missed, well, I say we because Alex was out here too. And we missed probably four others. So Alex is gone now. So it's just me. The gust made the left rod bounce, huh? Yeah, that wind can do that for sure, for sure. Yeah, it's warm today. It hadn't been warm here for a couple weeks, but it's warmer today. Yeah, definitely warmer than yesterday. And Monday it was frozen. Lake was darn near frozen all the way. Darn near all the way on Monday. I'm hoping we get another bite. I'm gonna have to get off this live stream in about half an hour. Call the wife and see what the plans are. Negative 25. Wow, that's cold. That is cold. That's like build an igloo, build a fire to stay warm kind of conditions. For real. Not really, huh? That is cold, negative 25. Oh, usually it's pike and crappie? Wow, huh? All those different species, huh? But mostly pike and crappie. Sweet. I've never caught a pike. Um, I fished for muskie, but I've never fished for pike. You have 20 people? Nice. Sounds like a good little tournament you guys got going on there. Yeah, that's crazy when a tree explodes. Yeah, pike are like pickerel. Yeah, I've never caught a pickerel either, though. I've never even. Well, I've seen pike in at like aquariums and stuff like that, but I've never caught one. I've never seen one in a wild. I've fished for muskie, but I've never had any luck fishing for them. Yeah, they got sharp teeth too. 20 people is just your team. Okay, so you're gonna be pretty much going against other teams and then other schools, and they're gonna have 20 people as well. Then don't kiss one, huh? Here, fishy, fishy. Here, fishy, fishy. Yeah, it's true. Pike definitely have way more and bigger teeth, I believe. I've caught plenty of walleye in my day. Uh, but the pike and the muskie have eluded me so far in my quest to catching fish. Those two have eluded me. Good thing I'm still young. Oh, my favorite would be the crappie to eat. If I had to pick one for eating, it'd be the crappie. Would be my favorite. But walleyes are a good eating fish for sure. Yeah, I imagine it would bleed. You bleed if you got bit by a pike, for sure. Well, I mean, is your rock bass the same kind of rock bass we have? You know, because there could be some different varieties of rock bass. Because I know they got some in the states where some place they call something rock bass, someplace else it's called something different. So, but yeah, if it's the same rock bass, yeah, rock bass are tasty. Yeah, I agree with you. Rock bass are tasty. Catfish is yummy too. I go catfishing. Try to go every year because I like to eat catfish. I like to eat crappies, bluegills, catfish, trout. They eat the same thing as a crappie, huh? Nice. Yeah, there are. Yeah, there are the ocean rock bass too. But the rock bass I'm talking about are freshwater. Got you, got you. Because I mean, we've got a rock bass. Probably about they're about the size of like a bluegill, maybe a little bit bigger. They're kind of like a brownish greenish, and they got a red eyes. Okay, then it's probably the same rock bass then, because the rock bass that I'm talking about in the panfish family too. Then, so it's probably the same rock bass. So yeah, yeah, rock bass are delicious for sure. See, when you say in the panfish family, then I know it's probably the same fish then, because the rock bass I'm talking about is in the panfish family too. We don't have any in Oregon. Oh, the one panfish that I couldn't identify in Missouri that I used for bait, you guys, if you guys seen that video, I couldn't identify the panfish. That was a shell cracker, you guys. Just in case if you guys know, that was a shell cracker. We call them a perch though, even though they're a shell cracker. Just in Missouri, we call them a perch instead of knowing the technical name for them. Anything that's in the sunfish family, we call a perch. And so after doing the research, and I meant to say something about it before, it's a shell cracker that I was using for bait while I was fishing in Missouri. They have a bad name here for some reason. except for us real fishermen. Yeah, I mean that's how I feel about a lot of the fish that get a bad name. Is it's just because they're doing what they do naturally, and then they get a bad rep, which is the rock bass probably eats the game fish fry, small fish, and so people get all mad about it. So it's kind of like the pike minnow here. They naturally eat other fish, so they condemn them. Which Canada's got pike minnow too, from what I understand. I just don't know if they're in your part of the. I don't know if they're in your part of the, Canada. Yeah, yeah. No limit on the perch. I've never caught in what is considered a real perch, because the real perch are like the yellow perch, and that's what Mo's talking about. Huge pike, nice. See, like Mo, she talks about a perch, and when I talk about it's actually this a sunfish, and when she talks about a perch, it's a yellow perch. So it's like because they got the yellow perch and the white perch, and I believe there's one more species of perch, but I'm not real sure what it's called. But I'm sure there's three different species of perch. Oregon's got one. I know in the other states on the East Coast they got two or three species of perch. Um, but I don't remember the third species name for some reason. Okay, I like carp eating the same as tilapia, but they have bones. Yeah, carp do have a lot of bones. I like to eat a good carp myself, but they are bony for sure. Yeah, the problem with the bones is if you pressure cook a carp, the bones are soft and you can eat them. That's the easiest way to get rid of the bones is just pressure cook them and then eating them. That simple with a carp. 25 pounds, not a trophy. Yeah, yeah. I'm sure a 10 pound carp or pike does put up a pretty good fight though. But yeah, Alex, if you pressure cook your carp, that'll help you with eating them. See, I always believe in measuring a fish more than I do weighing a fish because the reason why I measure or uh, like to measure a fish than get the weight of a fish is because at some times of the year a fish can be heavier at 20 inches than it can at another time of the year. Sometimes a 10-pound fish can become a 8-pound fish instead of a 10-pound fish because of what they're eating or because of pre-spawn, post-spawn. So it makes a difference. Yeah, I don't know any of the saltwater perch. I'm not familiar with them. I want to get more into the saltwater fishing, but it is so far away from me. You know, it's not terribly far, but it's just further away from me. Glad you could join us, David. I don't know how long you've been in the chat, but I'm glad you're here. That's the first time I've seen you today, I believe, in the chat. I've seen you um, comment on some videos, but I've been live streaming, so I haven't been able to answer your comments. Sorry, bud. I'll get there at some point. I'll get there at some point. Really, you don't need a saltwater reel to go saltwater fishing. One thing I have to say this is if you buy a quality reel, then it ain't matter if it's a saltwater or freshwater reel. Both will work nicely. You've never seen saltwater before, huh? I've been saltwater fishing a couple of times. You had the shop and the dog, and got you. Yeah, I know. I've heard so much about the surf perch fishing. I've the surf perch fishing I hear is really good. I definitely want to get out there and do that. Uh, it's just I won't go into the reasons why I've never gotten to really do a lot of saltwater fishing. It's just neither here nor there. It's just the times in my life that cause and circumstances is why I didn't make it a priority. So, well, the wind finally died down some. It should have died down earlier. But yeah, I definitely something that I'm gonna get into though. I've got a couple rods that would be good for surf fishing, for sure. Never left Ontario, huh? You'll get there someday. You'll get there. And if not, that's fine too, you know. Potski, yeah. I caught my only fish today on Potskis. I had 2 bites today, and both of them were on the Potski fireworm. I'll show you the color. The bomb color. That's it right there. That's the color. The pink one, man. That's what the bites come on this morning. That's the only thing I've had bites on. Potski fireworms. Get them, get them, get them. Wow, that's a good question. I mean, I mentioned 2 of them already because one of them was already mentioned, and the one was pike. And then because muskies is another toothy critter that has evaded me, and I have fished for muskie, but I've never had any luck catching them. You'd never leave Ontario, huh? Not even just to go fishing for a couple days? I would definitely like to catch a tuna. That's on my bucket list. Um, Shark is still on my bucket list. Um, Halibut. There's just so many things that are on my bucket list of fish to catch. I mean, it's amazing how many fish are there that I want to catch that I've not even had an opportunity to catch yet. Ling cod is one. striped bass, yellow perch. Yeah, they use 12-inch suckers for muskies for sure. I've seen them do it a lot on YouTube. Um, I mean, there's just a bunch of them. Gator gar, I've fished for gator gar, but I've never successfully landed a gator gar. I've hooked a couple small ones, but never landed them. Wow, there's just that's a good question though. I mean, when you think about it, tiger tiger trout would be cool to catch. Uh, Mackinaw trout, bonefish would be cool. Uh, Barracuda, mackerel, redfish, uh, saltwater trout, which would be the speckled trout, black drum. I mean, these are all bucket list fish for me because I've yet to have the opportunity to fish for them, and the ones that I have fished for and haven't gotten makes me want to catch them that much more. Yeah, and your 53 years of life, huh? Nice. If you reached into to a smelt tank and grabbed a tiny muskie, then it counts. It don't matter, you know. If you caught it with your bare hands, it counts. You reach down into that tank, had that fish in your hand. In my opinion, it counts. If it if it's in your hand, you caught it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Maybe someday if I get to go to Ontario to do some fishing, I'll come up there and get to do some fishing with you. Because Canada's a dream. That's a bucket place to go to catch fish is Canada. Yeah, living on a lake would be cool. Don't have to be big, just got to catch them. One thing about me is I'm not too picky about the size of them. I just want to catch fish. And I've never caught any really big catfish anyways. Biggest catfish I've caught is like 20 pounds. So that's a decent catfish. It ain't no monster by any means, but it's respectable in my opinion. 10's probably the record there. Nice. Dizzy Dolik, however you say that. Right now I've got a worm and marshmallow on one, and I got a dough bait on the other. I was using the fish when I caught my fish earlier today. I was using a Potski fireworm. So, but right now I got a night crawler out there with the marshmallow, and then I got dough or power bait on the other one. Nice, nice, nice. Where are you fishing today? Oh, I know Skipjack Cindy catches some big catfish for sure. For sure. Skipjack Cindy, she's a specialist in catching big catfish. Here in Oregon, we just don't have the size catfish other parts of the world does, or states do. Um, like Missouri, they got big catfish there. We just never fish for big catfish. That's cool that they stock. That's pretty cool. Um, like Missouri, they got trophy catfish too. But like I said, growing up, we always just fished to eat them. We didn't fish for them. Them big ones don't taste as good as the smaller ones do. So we always just fished for the ones we wanted to eat. We never really. We just. I don't know why we never fished for trophies. We were just always into the eater size. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I seen you say that earlier. Yeah, a 10-pound catfish. Hey, if that's a good catfish for you, that's nice. I know I've got too many buckets. I know, right? Right, right. I agree with you. I've got too many buckets too. Yeah. It's gonna be hard to fill all them buckets though, with all my bucket lists. But you know what? If I can start chipping her up way out them one by one, eventually my buckets will get full. Eventually those buckets get full. Maybe I shouldn't pay too much attention to my rods. They don't seem to be getting bit too much today. Maybe I need to just stop watching them so much. Yeah, that's true. We are. That's true. I don't think I'll fill all my buckets before I leave this world, but I'd like to try to, anyways. Definitely would like to try to. All right, you guys. Well, we'll give it at least one more minute, anyways. And then we'll be at 200 minutes of watch. And then we're going to get off here because I got to call the wife and find out what's going on and stuff like that. So, watch. As soon as I get off the live stream, I'm going to get bit again. All right, you guys. All right, you guys. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. I hate to say goodbye, but, time runs out. You have a great weekend, too. I'll be live tomorrow. I already said I'll be at Prineville tomorrow. So if you get in it, you can swing in and say hi. If you like. Just going to be trout fishing again. So, not quite warm enough for the warm water fish, but it's all good. It's rare nap time, y'all. Remember to catch, kiss, and release the fish once in a while. It ensures a future fish for y'all. Y'all, thanks for joining us. Like, comment, subscribe, and share, and all that good stuff. Appreciate you guys spending your time with me. Till next time, this is G-Man Fishing, and we are out. See you tomorrow, Dave.